Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Man, listen, you gotta be careful on social media, okay? You gotta be like them old school people used to say, don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash, certain type of stuff like that. Not only that, with social media, people get to say stuff and it has no consequences because they're behind the keyboard and they're in different locations. But what happens when you meet your adversary? Problems. So YouTuber claims self-defense in a Las Vegas strip shooting that left a rival YouTuber and his wife shot dead. This is crazy. Crazy. So we talking about the Las Vegas strip. A fatal shooting over the weekend was the deadly culmination of a online feud, a beef between two YouTube content creators, according to police investigators. On Sunday, a man who went by Finney the Legend, you can look him up on YouTube, Finney the Legend, was near the Bellagio with his wife, who went by the moniker Bubbly. Finney the Legend and Bubbly. He was in the middle of an actual live stream when the shooting began. Finney the Legend's real name is Rodney Finley, and his wife's real name is Tanisha Finley. So prior to the shooting, right, Finley and another man who is also a YouTube content creator by the name of Manuel Ruiz, who is 41 years old, his government name, but he goes by the name Sin City Manny. Sin City Manny. They were sniping at each other on their individual live streams, right? This is according to news media outlets, CBS 8, News Now, also according to law enforcement findings. A fellow YouTuber told the police that the feud started in 2023. They've been going at each other with bad blood since 2023. And that he watched the shooting on a live stream. He said Manny pulled out a gun from his front waistband, pointed it towards where he believes that Finley was standing, and you saw the muzzle flash on the video, and then you heard 5 or 6 gunshots. He then said that Finley's wife, she grabbed the gimbal holding the phone that was used to live stream, the device that you put the phone on and use it to live stream. She grabbed that, and then you heard 2 more shots being fired, causing the phone to fall to the ground. She apparently grabbed the phone from her man as he was shot, trying to catch the shooter on camera, and he shot her twice too. Ruiz, or Sin City Manny, was arrested and has now been charged with 2 counts of murder, and he is currently being held in the Clark County Detention Center. Sin City Manny made his first appearance in court on Tuesday morning, saying that he acted in self-defense. His bail was denied. He claims that during his hearing that Finley's wife was dancing in his face and that he saw Finley reach for his waistband and ask him, "What up, cuz?" "What up, cuz?" as in a threatening way, like, "What you want to do?" Ruiz apparently interpreted that action as Finley reaching for a gun, and says that he shot to defend himself. He also admitted to shooting Finley's wife when he said he saw her holding a shiny black object that he believed was also a gun. Now, first of all, she wasn't dancing in your face when, the shooting occurred. She must have been dancing in your face at some other time at some other location. And you have parted ways, and y'all had gone on down the road to enjoy your evening, none suspecting any violence from each other only for him to turn around and do what he did. So according to investigators, Ruiz, or Sin City Manny, he scrubbed his videos off the internet following the shooting, went and erased those videos, although some of his footage was still available through Finley's streams. Finley and others would sometimes stream themselves watching Ruiz's streams, and then they would poke fun at his content. Wow. See, you got to be real careful what you're doing out here, right? So here you have a guy who was trying to grow his channel, and then you have another set of people who would film themselves watching his content and poking fun at his content as if he's doing like some degenerate, not funny, stupid content. He obviously took offense to it. I'll tell you what also, because of YouTube's fair use, they might have been able to get away with using his content in their video. So because they're saying we're not using his content, as in reposting his content and trying to monetize it, we are only using it so we can point out certain things or use it for argument's sake. Sin City Manny might have complained to YouTube administration even. And, the rest is he took it into his hands. They probably didn't help him to take his picture down or take his content down off the Finley's channel, and the beef only grew bigger. He's the least informed Vegas person out there, is what a guest on Finley's stream reportedly said about Sin City Manny. So they would gather an audience who would sit there and make fun of him. Judging by some of the social media posts that are associated with the feud, it appears that Ruiz, or Sin City Manny, allegedly used YouTube's copyright strike system to claim some of Finley's content. When a creator's video is claimed, they can no longer make money from the content on YouTube. And he would be able to do so because they are using his content. Even though they're making fun of it, it is his content, right? So one of Finley's streams suggested that he had an issue with a broader coalition of streamers. An opening to one of his streams included a copyright disclaimer and a clearly fake portrayal of President Donald Trump saying the words, "I want to say fuck Sin City family and fuck Manny." Sin City family was reportedly a term that he used to refer to the people who were aligned to Sin City Manny, his audience. So they used some AI generated Donald Trump to say fuck Sin City Manny and fuck his audience. Finley had approximately 4,000 subscribers when he was killed. 4,000 subscribers when he was killed, playing a dangerous game. Derek Ware, who is a friend of Finley's, told Fox 5 in Vegas that the streamer was also a father, he was also a grandfather, and he was also a very good friend. He said, "Man, he's a good father. He takes care of his kids." Ware said that Tanisha Finley, she lived up to her moniker that they called Bubbly. And she was a welcome and a bright personality everywhere she went. She was super bubbly. She enjoyed life. She was a pleasant person to be around. She would have fun anywhere she went. People wanted to be around her just because of her personality. Bubbly. That's why we call her Bubbly. According to Ware, the family friend, he said that the feud between Finley and Ruiz, or Sin City Manny, it began back in 2023 after Ruiz allegedly pepper sprayed Manny's wife, Tanisha Finley. Wow. He said rather than getting physical, Finley chose to respond to Ruiz pepper spraying his wife by trolling him online instead. His wife said she was okay. So he was just like, okay, let's handle this another way. He controls his emotions very well. That's what I liked about him the most. He was a really cool, composed kind of person. Not easy to get angry. He said that Ruiz, or Sin City Manny, allegedly escalated this to outright violence, and that was sickening, and he just ruined 2 families. This is sad. A husband and a wife lose their life, leave behind your children, your grandchildren, and then you have another guy who is going to prison for sure, claiming self-defense, but I don't see it, because you're mad that somebody pokes fun of what you do on a public platform. If I was to get mad and fight everybody that had something bad to say about what I do on YouTube, I probably would have been in prison 1,000 times over already, sentenced to death in the states that carry the death penalty already. You have to have a thick skin if you're going to do any kind of social media, anything. You got to understand that you're open to the world. You are open to the world. And there are a lot of people who might resonate with your content that you create, no matter how not entertaining it might be to others. It might be super entertaining to your tribe. YouTube allows you as a content creator to find your tribe, to find your people, to find your audience, and to resonate with your audience, to reach out and touch your audience, to communicate with your audience. But don't think everybody is going to be a part of your audience or like what you do. Some people will be there just so they can talk stupidness about you every single day. And they are relentless. I had this one guy who subscribed to my channel from multiple accounts. And he had 3 or 4 different accounts. Well, in the beginning it was 3. And then he had another account, so he had 4. And every time I put a video up, doesn't matter what time I would place that video on YouTube, he would wake up if it was 2 a.m. I don't know if he had an alarm set or his notifications set so that every time I posted a video, it would go bing. So I would post videos at different hours just to see if he would do it. This was when YouTube allowed the thumbs down. And this guy, I would post a 20-minute video, and within the first 30 seconds of a 20-minute video being posted, I would have a thumbs down. Within the first minute to 2 minutes, he would have gone to all 3 to 4 of his channels and hit 3 to 4 thumbs down. And I would be sitting at home thinking, 3 to 4 thumbs down in the first minute of every single video I post? That makes no sense. No matter what time of the day I posted them. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning, midnight, 10 p.m., midday. Didn't matter. It would get the same 3 to 4 thumbs down every time. So when YouTube took the ability to give thumbs down away is when I noticed that the person started actually making comments. And then I was able to block that person from my channel altogether, right? So again, I'll share this with you, man. Whatever you're doing and whatever platform you're on, just remember that the public has an opinion. And a lot of the times, their opinion might not be in your favor. But it's all good. Let them say what they have to say. Sometimes that itself drives views to your channel. And I can go on and give you stories on how you can use that to your benefit. But the bigger picture is be careful of who you engage on social media. Be careful of the exchange. The world is not as big as we think it is. And some people out here are really psycho. You may not harm somebody for that, but there are people out here who would definitely harm you for that. Y'all be careful out there. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.